Welcome back, crew, to beautiful Haulover Inlet and Boats vs. Haulover, where man and machine take on Mother Nature down at Haulover Inlet in Miami, Florida. Today's going to be a fun one as usual, as we got our captains stepping in the ring, blasting their boats out the inlet, doing battle to see who can be victorious, man or Mother Nature, and we're going to go ahead and get this episode started off strong, as we're going to feature a Mako stepping into the ring to try and do battle with Haulover, and our crew looks pretty solid. They got the boat just barely up on plane. Probably a good pace for today's conditions, trying to keep the bow high as they start to plow through some of the bigger waves down here as they get closer to the mouth of the inlet. This crew gets offshore, riding it out, and looks pretty solid. And I mean, they've even made it past the big rollers on the outside of the mouth. And I think, surprisingly, our crew's going to go ahead and take a win for the boats here in the first round, even though they do have a pretty rough ride out. And this is going to move us into the second round of our competition, where we're going to feature a chaparral stepping into the ring to try and face those same conditions. And man, they're off to a rough start up front. I think they stuffed it in that second wave just so slightly. But let's see how they fare as they continue to try and push their way out of Haulover. They're coming in a little slower than our last crew. The boat's not really up on plane, keeping that bow down. And that might not be a good thing for today's conditions, and I think they stuff it again. Our crew is having a rough time trying to get this boat out. They can't quite find that right pace. They wind up stuffing it twice, taking a little more water over the bow there, and unfortunately our crew is going to wind up taking a loss for the boats here in the second round. And this is going to bring us to the third round of our competition, tied at 1 apiece, where we're going to feature a sea craft making its way out of Haulover. And here this vessel looks pretty solid. Cap's got the throttle pinned and doing one of the right moves here, staying close to that north side of the inlet where he can get the calmest ride. And let's see if he even follows through on this and immediately turns north. And he does, staying out of the trough of rougher water. And our captain's not going to have any issues making it out. Take a win for the boats in the third round. And that's going to bring us to the fourth round of our competition, where we're going to feature a Midnight Express trying to come out of Haulover, and Haulover needs to throw some waves at this one to try and get back into this competition. Now they have an advantage here. This crew is coming out slow. Our cap needs to land to those throttles, or Haulover's probably going to give them some fits. And they really haven't picked it up yet. This boat needs to get up on plane. And man, they wind up getting worked over by Haulover. Haulover just dumps water into this vessel. We'll go to the BVH Skycam, and you can see here, they go straight submarine down at Haulover. Haulover gives them the free Haulover deck rinse, and it is all over for this crew as they are going to take a loss for the boats in the fourth round. And here at the end, they decided to pick it up, but too little too late. And that's going to move us to the fifth and final round of our contest, tied at 2 apiece. Who will take the win? Will it be the boats or Haulover? Let's go. And here we go. Our crew is starting to work their way out. But as we can tell by the image here, our captain's facing a little bit calmer conditions than some of our other boaters have faced today. And our crew, they've got the boat up on plane. He's got it trimmed up right, keeping the bow as high as he possibly can to try and avoid that stuffing and try and give him as soft a ride as he can. And this crew is not going to have any issues. They're going to make it out of Haulover, take a win for the boats, and the boats will take a win in this episode. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Boats vs. Haulover. If you did, please check out our other content. We have Wavy Boats, who does a bunch of great things down at the inlets. My channel, Broncos Guru, does some great comedy boating videos there as well. And of course, we got the Miami Boat Ramps channel that focuses on all the hilarity that happens in the boat ramps in South Florida. And if you guys haven't already, go ahead and drop an anchor on the subscribe button here.